Welcome to the first broadcast of the 2016 Eastern Florida State College Titans baseball season. The Titans are off to a strong start at 12-5 and 7-3 here at home. Tonight, visiting conference rival Indian River State College will try to cool off the Titans' hot start. Live from Bruce Bochy Field on Eastern Florida's Melbourne campus, it's the Titans and the Pioneers next. It is a beautiful evening for baseball at Bruce Bochy Field. We're here on the Space Coast tonight in Melbourne. Eastern Florida State College's Titans will take on Indian River's Pioneers in an early season Southern Conference showdown. Good evening and welcome. Alongside former University of Central Florida outfielder Alex Friedrich, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thank you so very much for joining us for this first of 6 broadcast of Titans baseball on WEFS TV this season. An early season showdown here, Alex. Very, very important when you talk about conference games and conference wins in this portion of the season.
Well, absolutely, Jeff. More often than not, you look at the end of the season and it comes down to a game here or there for playoff seeding. And Indian River with an 0-3 start, Eastern Florida with a 1-2, playing a little better than the show. These teams are going to become very familiar with each other, playing 3 games in the next 2 days.
Take a look at the pitching matchup here in this first game of the 3. Of course, we got the doubleheader tomorrow. It will be Cutter Crawford, the right-hander out of Okeechobee, a sophomore, 1-1 coming in. Remember him as an infielder last year in a matchup on TV. And the pitcher for your Titans, Jacob Walsh, coming in 2-2. The young lad out of Melbourne will get the start here and try to lower that ERA a bit as he will face an Indian River Pioneer lineup led by their head coach, Mitch Markham. He will face the center fielder first, E.J. Rennell, followed by C.J. Fitzpatrick, Nick Augusto. Eddie McKenna will bat cleanup. Tyler Leonard, Dan Oberst, and Seddon Henry, the designated hitter in the 7 spot. 8-9, Enrique Esquivel, and the second baseman, Cameron Armstrong. Try to turn that order over, but we'll start things off top of the first. And the River coming to the bat for the first time tonight. So glad you're with us here. And the first offering is sent to shallow right field. Will drop in there for a base hit. So a good start for E.J. Rennell.
Looks like Indian River being a little aggressive early, swinging at the first pitch. You don't see that too often. Didn't really lace it, but in the books it scored as a laser line drive base hit.
Here's a look at the defensive setup for Eastern Florida State College as John Capra will actually hold Rennell on. Back to action we go. Second batter of the night for Jacob Walsh. And Fitzpatrick, the leading hitter a year ago on this team as a freshman, now a sophomore out of Jensen Beach.
Posting a .333 average, having a good start to the season.
And he's plunked, so now there's the first 2 runners aboard on the hit by pitch, and you put Fitzpatrick on.
That one squared him up right in the back there. I'm anxious to see how Walsh establishes that fastball early. That one got away from him just a little bit, but big thing with college baseball is no freebies. Giving away freebies, it kind of seems like almost always that run always scores. It always comes around, but still early.
Sure, Walsh has time to settle in here, but now he's got to concentrate on the batter with 2 aboard. Rennell on second, Fitzpatrick on first, and now steps in Nick Augusto, the 3-hole hitter. Augusto, the third baseman, and a lefty. He'll swing away and send it to left field, and will drop in for a base hit. And all hands will be safe. The bases are loaded. Nobody out here in the top of the first.
Indian River off to a fiery start this evening. Great position here for Mr. McKenna.
Starts by a weak looping base hit and then a hit by pitch, and all of a sudden now you're in the weeds.
There's probably no better situation to be in than McKenna at this position. Bases loaded, no outs, big 4-hole hitter.
Eddie McKenna hit .373. Big RBI opportunity here. He has 13 of them coming in.
Walsh mix it up a little. These guys swinging at the first pitch every at bat, maybe give him some off speed, keep him off balance.
Does just that, sends it just outside.
Kurt Brandon behind the plate. See what kind of zone he establishes.
Brandon, our home plate umpire, and will be assisted tonight by Casey Sanchez out at second. And again, early in the count, swinging away, and it will be caught by Manny Rodriguez. That should score the run. It does. Grinnell is home with the first run of the ball game. It is 1-0 Pioneers. A sac fly for Eddie McKenna.
Jimenez did a good job of realizing no play at the plate there. Came up, charged the ball, keep the runner on second base, keep him from moving up.
That brings up the left fielder, number 15, Tyler Leonard.
Fifth batter in the inning now, Tyler Leonard. Leonard batting .250.
Not a big power guy, but puts the bat on the ball.
Runners at first and second, one out. I'll take that one outside of ball.
Yeah, another early slider. I think Coach Tam may be trying to adjust a little bit since the first outing against Indian River got rained out. Probably still trying to feel out the lineup a little bit.
Time is called. So Leonard. Ball and no strikes. Runners at first and second. Now one in the dirt.
Good block there by Jimenez, keeping the runners at home. Sometimes, often, early in games, some coaches get the itch to maybe do a hit and run in this type of situation. 2-0, you're hoping that maybe Walsh grooves you a fastball here, get the runners in motion. But some coaches elect to be a little patient.
Upstairs, and again, Walsh behind in the count here. Actually, pretty much everything leading up to this batter was a first or second pitch. Swing of the bat, something put in play. Walsh right down Broadway, there's a strike.
Yeah, a little too early to give him the green light. 3-0.
The 3-1. And he'll walk. So Leonard is aboard. First walk issued by Jacob Walsh, who's the runner's 90 feet closer and loads him up.
Jimenez wanted that one. A little upset at the call, but looks like it had a little two-seam action tail, just a hair inside.
Brings up Dan Oberst. Oberst, the catcher. Oberst, freshman out of Clearwater. Started Indian Rocks Christian.
Oberst does have one jack on the season. Second one could be a grand slam.
And we'll take that one low a ball, and Walsh continues to struggle with the control.
It's not down. It's not down.
1-0 from Walsh. Stretch in the pitch. And ripped to right field, a base hit. This will score some runs as Fitzpatrick is in. And another run on the board. It is 2-0.
Well, it looks like some situations you said a couple runs. I was almost anticipating that as well, but sometimes the ball's hit so hard through the infield that it's, you're almost running yourself into an out with a good throw from the right fielder, Duran.
Just one away. Don't run yourself out of the inning.
Exactly.
Seddon Henry, the designated hitter. The bases loaded again. And Henry, a stout 154 average coming in, 6 RBIs. But this could be a slump buster right here.
Right. Yeah, this is another one of those good situations to be in. Just stay out of the double play ball. Earn yourself a RBI.
Henry out of Lake Wales over in Polk County. And he'll chop it up the middle. Navarro will start that, and he does exactly what Alex Friedrich said to avoid the double play. Gets Eastern Florida out of the inning, but a couple of runs on 3 hits and a couple of runners left as well. So that's the score, 2-0 as we go to bat here in the bottom of the first for Indian River. So now they're in a hole.
Yeah, I'd like to see how Eastern Florida, reacts to the nice start for Indian River. Hopefully Walsh gets in a little bit of a groove, calms down. His first, conference games are important. I'm sure they got a little bit of the juices flowing, settle in a little bit, find out the zone, and pitch to it.
Well, here's the Titans batting order. You'll see momentarily. Manny Rodriguez will lead things off, the center fielder. It'll be Norberto Navarro, the second baseman, in the 2 spot, followed by Vinny Capper. Ruben Garcia will bat cleanup. Sammy Duran, the right fielder, in 5th. John Capper, the brother of Vinny, and the first baseman, will bat 6th, and then it will be Jay Sierra, Jean Jimenez, and A.J. Puigserver to round out the order for the Titans here in the bottom of the first as they trail by a count of 2-0.
Well, that wasn't the slump buster we were hoping for.
Choose your words carefully, Radcliffe. Here's the defensive setup. Oberst will be catching Cutter Crawford. Augusto is going to be the third baseman. Around that infield, Esquivel, Armstrong, Fitzpatrick, the outfielders, Leonard, Rennell, and Edward McKenna.
It's a beautiful day, though. Wow.
A little John Fogerty playing. It is that time of year, 1st of March here today.
Yeah.
It's a good sign of baseball beginning around the country. We've already had pitchers and catchers reporting in Major League Baseball and getting spring training underway shortly.
Slight wind blowing to left field, wind blowing out a little bit. I know that definitely is something as a hitter growing up that you take notice to. You come to in a different ballpark or.
Crawford coming in 24 1/3 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, 4 walks. ERA of 2.59, so he's gotten it done in the early season. Indian River, though, really trying to find their groove coming into this game. 5-11 overall, 0-3 in conference play, but a good start tonight as Manny Rodriguez, the center fielder, will step in for the Titans.
22 strikeouts to 4 base on balls. That's a very good average.
Oberst will get behind the dish. Rodriguez, a sophomore out of Orlando Lake Nona High School. I think 329. Leads the team in runs scored and has 8 stolen bases. So if he gets on, good things happen.
You like to see the wide stance there by Rodriguez for a leadoff hitter. Just see the ball deep into the zone. Just try to get good contact with the barrel.
Rodriguez will take that one. 1-1.
Brandon establishing the down pitch is not going to be called for a strike early in this one.
Will be fouled back to the screen. And in a hole is Manny Rodriguez. Rodriguez 2 for 4, 3 runs, an RBI, and a big win against Hillsborough. Nothing win the last time out for the Titans. And taking that one high, a ball, a little outside as well.
That might have been the cutter. Not sure.
Good discipline as he holds off on that one, works the count full. That pitch count up here in the early innings, that's the idea. inside a ball, and Manny Rodriguez is aboard with a walk.
Doing his job there, seeing quite a few pitches, helping the guy on deck and his fellow teammates in the dugout see a few pitches, maybe see the release point from Mr. Cutter, and that's all you can ask for in a leadoff hitter. Start off the game.
One aboard, none out for Norberto Navarro, the second baseman, one of 3 Puerto Ricans in the starting lineup for Jeff Tam this evening. Batting .424, leads the team with 17 RBIs. Had 2 of them against Hillsborough in that 14-0 win. 3 of 6.
Obrist electing to go visit the mound. Something a good catcher can really recognize early in the game is, hey, take a deep breath now. Don't try to overthrow here. Let's get the ball back down in the zone. Let the defense work a little bit. And just like that, another high fastball.
That's how you draw it up. Crawford behind in the count here. 2 balls, no strikes. And now grooves one in there, 2-1.
Eastern Florida showing some patience at the plate.
Throw back to first, and there safely is Rodriguez. Again, the threat to steal does lead the team with 8. And if you've scouted correctly, you know that if you're Mitch Markham and company. So they fouled back. The count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's a little tardy on that fastball.
Titans batting .344 as a team here in the early season. 12-5, 1-2 in the conference. Long way to go in the season, though. And another ball ripped, fouled against the screen. Lights are on here at Bruce Bochy Field. The true gem of not just the Southern Conference, but perhaps all of junior college baseball.
It's beautiful. Playing surface, everything. It's awesome out here.
Runner goes, throw to second is in time. So Rodriguez is erased, caught stealing, and the throw from Oberst was right on target.
Yeah, it was a great pick by Armstrong as well. Kind of got him a little short hop, picked it cleanly, and down with the tag.
17, Vinny Capra.
And sure is out.
Tag was applied by Cameron Armstrong. Swinging away. Won the count. Vinny Capra, who we saw a lot of last year. Former state champion, Melbourne High School. He will chop it to the left side, picked by Augusto at third, thrown on to first. It is wide of the bag, and the error will put Capra at second. So a 1-out single plus the error puts a runner on second base in the form of Capra.
Capra having a great season to start.
Batting .500, leading the team.
Slugging .867.
Now batting for the Titans, the left fielder, number 6, Ruben Garcia.
Smaller guy in statute, but he's got some pop in the bat.
Saw the throw took Fitzpatrick off of the bag. Brushed it just a touch. Now a runner in scoring position for Ruben Garcia.
I'd like to see Ruben Garcia maybe stand a little taller in the box. He's got that great leverage, tall kid, and he's got the legs bent a little bit, but
Chop left side. This will be a tough play, and it is made by the third baseman Augusto that time. Moves the runner over, but there are now 3 out. So that will do the inning. Not sure about the scoreboard. I thought we had a strikeout with Navarro, so Capra will be left on base. So nothing doing. And we'll go to the top of the second with a 2-0 ball game.
Augusto redeeming himself on that throw. Maybe even a tougher play. Kind of caught that one on the run. Threw it right on the money to the chest of Fitzpatrick.
The 5-3 goes the put out. And will be Indian River to bring in that bottom of the order here in the second inning. It will be Esquivel, Armstrong, and then the leadoff hitter Rennell scheduled in this inning against Walsh, and we'll see how he was able to perhaps settle down. And what are you saying to a teammate, if anything, if you're a field player and a pitcher coming in, and you know what his abilities are, and you want him to go out there and get back to doing what he does best.
Right, and it is early. That's one thing I would if I were to say something. It is almost even too early to say something. But if you were,
Okay.
hey man, it's early, and just settle in. We got a lot of baseball to play. Throw strikes really is you got defense behind you, ready to make some plays, and that's why they're there. So fill up the zone, no freebies, and if they earn it, they earn it. So that's the way I stand.
It's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I just always used to, whenever you be in the outfield, I play outfield, so we get like super bored, man, over just like walk up, nubber, base hit, hit by pitch. It's hard to stay locked in every pitch whenever you're not getting that too much action, in defense.
Here's Esquivel. Esquivel batting 0-45. That's his position in the order right now.
Only 22 at-bats so far, so he's not the everyday starter yet, so maybe just trying to get him in a groove, get him seeing some pitches, some live at-bats. A lot of time that's what some guys need, is just consistency, knowing that your coach believes in you, keep throwing you out there.
Certainly a defensive whiz as well there at shortstop. And that factors in sometimes when you're thinking about the defensive setup and shape of the team.
Yeah, most definitely. Defensive play has heavy weight.
Especially in the middle of the infield.
Yeah, the heaviest, I would say.
1-1, and it's fouled back. A ball, 2 strikes here on Enrique Esquivel. Esquivel out of Port St. Lucie, so right down the road. Real close to the campus of Indian River. And we'll keep alive there, foul tip.
Jimenez not able to corral that one. But it looks like Walsh starting to find the strike zone ahead in the count. Almost got a strikeout swing in there.
Ball that drop short of the plate.
It's a good check off there. A lot of guys chase that with 2 strikes, chase into the dirt.
Fouled off the chest.
It's a good pitch there. Crowd him on the inside half of the plate. Not letting Esquivel get his hands inside, get the barrel to the baseball.
Indian River batting .274 as a team coming into tonight. You couldn't tell by the first inning when they racked up 3 hits, and that one foul ball. He thought it hit him. Explain that to Kurt Brandon. A disagreement.
That was questionable. It looked like almost, rather than it hitting the bat, almost that the bat had came around and made a swing, as has happened to me before, where I actually almost didn't check my swing in time and got hit with the ball, and they called it a strike. So I don't know. Foul ball. They called it a foul ball off my hand. Let's see if he holds his swing here. Oh yeah,
Changed
most definitely.
direction.
Yeah, that Looks like Walsh getting away with one there. Second.
We had the benefit of slow-mo from our
Right, yeah.
WEFS crew, though. Human judgment, part of baseball, and now will be chopped to the right side. Picked up by Navarro, thrown on to first to Capra, and there is one away.
Human judgment, part of baseball as of now. We'll see. Feel like every year something else gets changed.
Change is the
That
only
brings up the
constant.
second baseman, number 6, Cameron Armstrong.
The 9-hole hitter, Cameron Armstrong, will bat for the first time. Armstrong hitting .238, 4 RBIs this season. He'll swing away at the first pitch. Popped up on that right side, calling for it, and making the put out is Capra, and there are 2 away.
Something that goes unnoticed there, Armstrong hustling around first base, almost going to make it a 2, just in case something goes
Back to
wrong
the
there
top
and
of the order
that
for the
drops fair.
Pioneers, the center fielder, number 1,
You got a runner in
DJ
scoring
Rennell.
position. So something coaches don't preach too often, but it's something you love to see whenever a team that you're supporting is going out there and not giving up.
E.J. Rennell will bat for the second time, singled and scored in the first inning. The base is empty and 2 away here in the top of the second. He'll take a strike.
That's a great pitch.
There's Mitch Markham, now in his 7th season. Quite the coach there. Former assistant under Pete Dunn over at Stetson. He's led Indian River to 2 state tournaments. A number of players have signed pro contracts under his watch. Former third baseman for the Pioneers before heading off to Stetson himself. And one just misses. 2 balls and a strike.
I was just about to say before I got to 2-strike count, third baseman playing real deep here. Dropped down a bunt, but 2 strikes.
Weak server, third baseman for the Titans. Swing and a miss. They'll have to complete it over to first base. They do so, and that will retire the side. So first strikeout of the night for Jacob Walsh, and no damage in the second. It remains a 2-0 ball game. No runs, no hits in that inning, so that is a good response from the pitcher.
Good bounce back there by Walsh. I think he was behind in the count for maybe 1 pitch, that 2-1 pitch, getting the 2-2 count, and then ultimately the strikeout there. So starting to regain a little bit of confidence here. Let's see if his offense can back him up. But we got Cutter Crawford going out there, throwing the ball very well in this first inning.
We look at Walsh taking care of business.
There it is, swinging. Got him on that slider that I was talking about earlier. A lot of guys can't check off that pitch with 2 strikes, and there it was. I've been known to swing through a few sliders that bounce in the dirt.
They look so tempting.
They do. They do. Can't pick up the rotation on that slider. A lot of pitchers got a good curveball. You can't see the red on the ball a lot of the times. If it's a weaker slider, you see a little bit of red, and you can tell, okay, this is gonna be off speed. But if it's a bright flash white, then you think fastball, and then sometimes it's too late and you're already committed.
And how does this time of night, you've got the sun going down, which is pretty much down now, and then the lights have come out, and that certainly changes the look of things too.
Yeah, this is almost like a little twilight sky sort of type deal, and you just got to adjust because they're taking batting practice out on the field when it's super sunny out, so they got to adjust their eyes a little bit, but they've been playing this game long enough, I think. They'll get to him.
Exactly. It'll be Duran, Capra, and Sierra here to bat in the second inning for the Titans. John Capra. We saw his brother in the last inning get a single.
Duran, a guy with 5 extra base hits, so he's got some pop.
Duran from nearby out of Melbourne, he gets a base hit. So the team leader in home runs will settle for the single. That will put his batting average close to that 400 mark as he came in at 397.
That brings up the first baseman, number 14, John Capra.
Here is Capra, who won a state championship with the Bulldogs his junior season. Twin brother of Vinny. Of course, Nick, the older brother, finished up his 2-year stint here last year.
I thought that sounded a
Catcher
little
interference. Yeah, it sounded hollow.
It was strange, but you don't see that too often. Especially whenever the runner's not going. A lot of the times you see the catcher's interference whenever it's almost like a hit or run or something, and the catcher tries to stab for the ball quicker and then ends up hitting the bat. But that was just a different situation.
Have fun notating that in your scorecard. So quickly, 2 on, nobody out. As Jay Sierra, the designated hitter. Call him Lewis, but he prefers Jay. And the Puerto Rican will lay down the bunt. They'll throw to third quickly to get the lead runner. Able to do so. There's 1 away. Bunt had a lot of pace on it.
Yeah, I was just about to say this is a good sacrifice situation to be in, but not with your DH up. Usually the DH you want with runners in scoring position to knock in the runs, not to be setting up.
Now batting for the Titans, the catcher, number 28, is Jean Jimenez.
Jean Jimenez will bat with 2 on now. Like Sierra from Puerto Rico, batting .386. You got your 8-hole hitter hitting .386. Solid. Got a home run as well.
Only 5 RBIs on the season so far, so look for him to try to bring that number up a little bit with a runner in scoring position.
No balls and a strike. Ball just inside from Crawford.
Yeah, that one stayed in. That was close. I thought that was going to come over the back corner of the plate, but stayed in a hair. Looks like Jimenez right on the plate there.
Ooh, and he's hit. And that will load the bases.
I thought he was pretty close to the plate. Bases juiced
now batting for Eastern Florida,
for the
third
Titans.
Baseman, number 2, AJ Quickserver.
Looks like that fastball up and in, little chin music. Started to realize that thing was not sliding or curving, and
Bale.
It was actually nice hit by pitch. It was more of a glancing blow than the other inning.
Anytime it's up like that, though,
Yeah.
the light flashes before your eyes.
Right.
Bases loaded for the 9-hole hitter, AJ Quickserver. Freshman out of Miami, hitting .270. Good guy to turn over the lineup, but here can notch a couple of ribbies with a good hit. Take that one outside a ball. 1-1.
Looks like Quickserver wanted to swing at that one, but kept his discipline. Looks like Crawford's got a little pop on that fastball tonight.
Take that one a strike.
Yeah, that was a little better. A little better. He probably pulled that one in about 4 inches further. Just getting that outside corner of the plate.
Capra is the runner at third. Sierra the tying run at second. Got a board on the bunt into the fielder's choice. And it'll be swung back. Foul ball. Jimenez with a hit by pitch. He's at first. As you see, Jeff Tam, the now fourth-year head coach and former Titan himself, running things and calling the shots at the third base spot right now. Former pitching coach under Ernie Rosso, then took over. Great player at O'Galley, then Florida State. And 6 seasons in the major leagues with the Mets, Indians, and the A's in that Moneyball era with Billy Beane at 0-2 season. And the Blue Jays, how about a 3.91 ERA for the career as a setup man?
Wow.
And I'm sure that brings a lot of respect. And you know, when he talks, those guys, especially on the pitching staff, are going to listen.
Well, that and he's like about 260 stacked. He's a pretty swole guy.
He is a specimen.
Yeah. That'll keep your attention.
Meanwhile, 2-2 with the bases loaded, but 2 away. Or just one away, excuse me.
Puig server as looks like he's choking up on the bat there quite a bit. A lot of guys do that with 2 strikes. A little more bat control.
Manny Rodriguez on deck. And ball swung at and fouled again.
Coaches used to teach that. You get 2 strike count. 2 strike count. You spread out your legs and choke up on the bat a little bit, just so you're not wasting swinging away at something that is in the dirt, like we spoke about earlier,
yes.
and you're just seeing the ball deep into the zone.
Be a 2-strike hitter. Bases loaded, swing, sent through left side, base hit. That will score at least 1. Second run will come on down, and Ciero is in safe. So Capra and Ciero come home, a 2 RBI single for Puig server.
Ciero, big fella, around in third base there. Coach Tam, no hesitation.
That brings up the center fielder, number 21, Manny Rodriguez.
Nice job by Puig server, finding a hole out there with infielders at double play depth. Infielders at shortstop in his regular position may be able to keep that one in the infield and allow at least maybe only 1 run to score, but found a hole.
Manny Rodriguez reached base on his first at-bat, was caught stealing.
Like Manny there, maybe bluffing the bunt attempt.
First and second. That one fouled off to the right.
I think Manny wants that one back.
Runners on first and second, 2 out. Make 1 out. 2 on, 2 in. And a 2-2 tie game.
Definitely more of a hitter's zone here for Kurt Brandon, home plate umpire.
The 2-1. Rodriguez will take a strike. It's 2-2.
Crawford can hit that inside corner with the best of them, though. I've seen a few good fastballs, good 2-seam fastballs in there on the corner. It's kind of tying up these hitters.
And he strikes out looking.
Another good pitch. That one's right on the corner.
Now batting for the Titans,
You'd like to see maybe
number 16,
Rodriguez try to
Roberto
foul that one
Navarro.
off, fight for a better pitch, but kind of froze him. I think he was expecting him to come back inside, or at least something maybe off speed and chasing.
Second strikeout for Crawford. And Roberto Navarro, who struck out in the last inning, the other victim.
Job by Crawford after that 2 RBI single, getting back in there, getting a strikeout. A lot of damage could still be done in this inning, but 2 outs makes it a little more difficult.
Navarro leads the team in RBIs with 17, batting .424. hole again tonight for Jeff Tam. Has been very, very consistent with that lineup, especially spots 1 through 5 here in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you like to try to build a little camaraderie. Guys start to play with each other a lot, and they start to really realize each other's tendencies, and really start to pick each other up.
Navarro strikes out swinging, and that's the 3rd strikeout for Crawford. That one ends the inning, but 2 runs come home on 2 hits, couple left, and after 2 complete, it is 2-2. So 2 is the magic number here as we go to the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, you really like to see Puig server 9-hole hitter coming in the clutch there with a nice 1-out, 2 RBI single.
It'll be Fitzpatrick, Augusto, and McKenna here for the Pioneers in the top of the 3rd. The lake behind us. Just a beautiful night as we turn the calendar to March here on the Space Coast. Weather's been a little chilly, but you can just feel it about to click into that beautiful time of year where temperatures rise but aren't too humid, too hot.
Right, yeah, this is perfect time in Florida, man.
This is why you come.
That's it. Saw a few baseballs splashing in that back there during batting practice. I just know for a fact if I was played on this field, I would be trying to do that every batting practice.
Make somebody go fishing.
Yep.
The campus continues to shift and change around us. Bruce Bochy field, one of the centerpieces obviously here on campus, as construction visits you just about every time you come. The softball field going up to our left. The soccer stadium has just gotten a big renovation with the arrival of Orlando City B here later this month. So professional soccer coming to campus. High-end facilities here in Melbourne. And C.J. Fitzpatrick will step in as he was hit by a pitch, came around to score back in the 1st inning.
Smart pitch to start off with there after plunking him in the back. Start him with a curveball right down the middle.
Make him think.
Yep.
Fitzpatrick out of Jensen Beach. Last year was leading the team in average home runs and RBIs before he picked up a nagging injury. He'll foul that one back.
Swinging hard though. I like to see when hitters, they swing the bat hard. A lot of guys try to feel it out, but I always say good things happen when you swing the bat hard.
Take that one, and he strikes out looking. So 2nd strikeout for Walsh. It's against one of the best hitters in the conference.
Yeah, with 2 strikes, you almost gotta guess you're getting something off speed, but like I said earlier, that plunk in the back may have had him thinking, be a little more hesitant and sticking in on that one, because that was a hanger. If he saw that one coming, that could have gone a long ways.
There's Nick Augusto, who's singled in that last inning.
Curveball starts up high, ends up breaking right down the center of the plate. They call that the old-fashioned hanger, but hang and bang it, that's what they call, but not this time.
Foul ball goes for a long strike here for Augusto. And that one's a strike.
Starting to look like he's really controlling that off-speed pitch. Almost better than his fastball. Still early, but that's if you got that pitch going for you, then it could be a long night for Indian River.
Oh, looping ball evens the count, 2-2.
Heard throughout my playing years that if you pitcher has 2 pitches going for him in a night, it's a good night. So
another ball fouled back. These two teams will play 2 tomorrow. Only one was originally scheduled, but a game back on the 23rd of February was suspended because of rain, so we'll be on the old makeup. Early season baseball as normal. A little looping single will drop in for Augusto. He's aboard for the second time tonight.
Two strike, or sorry, 2 out. Or 2 strike is correct. 2 strike swing right there. He's getting the bat to the ball, and good things happen.
Indian River trying to build on big 6-5 victory over Polk State on Saturday. Snapped a 6-game losing streak, so on the up and up now are the Pioneers. There's Eddie McKenna, who had the RBI sac fly in the first inning.
He recognized that slider early. He just looks like he pulled his front shoulder just a hair. Wants that one back. Both teams controlling the run game early.
Now McKenna out of Jensen Beach, John Carroll High School, batting .373 coming into this game. Even in the count, 1-1.
There it is, nice fastball on the outside corner. Getting ahead in the count.
A 1-2 coming from Walsh. And he got him.
Another good slider. I think he threw that about 4 of the 5 pitches during that at bat. Maybe a little bit of a scouting report here. Yeah, he was guessing fastball all the way on that one. Just tried to get a piece of it to stay alive.
Third strikeout for Jacob Walsh. There's Tyler Leonard, the 5-hole hitter. Take is Jimenez checking everything at first. Capra keeping him close. Leonard batting .250 out of Sarasota High. Sophomore. Oh, take a strike.
If those too many of those, this guy's gonna start sitting on that slider and catch that one that's staying up.
Chop to short. Capra will pick it up and just throw it on to Navarro at second. And the side is retired. 1 hit. And a runner left. And in the middle of 3, we are still tied 2-2.
Starting to look like Walsh is establishing his best pitch, which is, I believe, that curveball of his. And it helps whenever you can paint that outside corner early in the at bat. Just kind of keep these guys guessing.
Well, due up in the bottom of the 3rd for the Titans, it will be Vinny Capra, Ruben Garcia, and Sammy Duran. And Crawford will come back out for his 3rd inning of work. Both pitchers have settled in. Early portions here, just 2 runs allowed.
Conference games, man, they really do mean that much more, you know, coming down to the end of the season. We're like, man, if we would have just a little more effort, that one run game we lost, and we were just, you know, a little step slow, or, you know, just something.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, you gotta like to have the leader in the team make sure they say, hey, you know, we tied this ball game up here, or on both sides they can push through, man. This is baseball. I love it, man.
I never want to be in that position where you're thinking about what could have been. That's always, it's tough not to think of those things, I guess, at times.
Right, right. Yeah, you want to control your own destiny as much as possible.
Capper to start things off. Had in my notes that he was a state championship, state champion with his brother at MCC, which is Melbourne Central Catholic, but I said Melbourne, so apologize to the Capper folks. I saw the word Melbourne because that's where he's from, but yeah, the championship came at MCC his junior season. It's just right down the road, those schools right down Babcock from each other. Big drag, and if you go further down, you got Palm Bay High School. It's like High School Central along that avenue.
Right.
Capper, as we mentioned, hitting 500 coming in and swinging away again. Capper singled in that first inning.
Only 30 at-bats coming into this game. 15 hits, 8 of them extra base hits. So he's swinging a hot bat.
Now 5 doubles, 3 triples.
It's rare you see 3 triples in a season.
Let alone this early.
Yeah, it's early, man.
You have some space in foul territory here at Prespochi Field. You get that ripped over the bag, you can run for a while, can't you?
Oh, yeah. Looks like the corners, right center, left center, kind of deep as well. A lot of grass.
He'll send that one to shallow center. Running on and making the grab was Rennell. There's one away. So he had to come a long way to bring that in.
He did. That ball was falling fast. I thought that he was going to have enough time to kind of camp under that one, but
Now batting for the Titans, the left fielder,
the old
number 6,
lead ball.
Ruben
Yeah.
Garcia.
It's always a tenuous situation as you're a former outfielder, and what is the protocol in your mind when you're running in? You do have a couple of guys coming back to help out.
if there's a chance that I can catch it, I don't see him camped, I'm just calling it off early. So I just completely commit to coming in, and I don't want to run into anybody. And if I drop it or it falls, then so be it. But it's most of the time not worth a season-ending injury. Worst case.
You're right, especially this early in the season.
Right.
Here's Garcia to bat now for the second time. Take another look. Hey, got it. That wasn't that bad.
Never doubted it.
Just make it look good. Go to your knees. Make it look like you had to work for it. Big swing and a miss by Garcia. And he is down a ball, 2 strikes. Garcia, the sophomore out of Port St. Lucie. 1 of 5 with a run scored, 2 RBIs against Hillsborough. Game was Sunday, and he'll be out on strikes.
Both 2 swings in a row there kind of went butt out during the swing, trying to reach instead of staying in, locking in, staying in your legs.
We've seen a lot of check swings, a lot of strikeouts looking here, so the pitchers are doing their job making the guys guess.
Yeah, they're keeping them off balance, and it's really what you want to do as a pitcher. If you don't have a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, just pitch.
So right fielder Sammy Duran singled and was put out at third on a fielder's choice. It was in the second inning, the inning that Titans had 2 runs scored. He has the bases empty and 2 out here. He will flare it to the right side, deep and out of play. Duran, a local product as well, batting .397, 2 home runs to lead the team coming in. Swing and a miss. He's down 0-2. Make that 1-2 the count.
Like Sammy gave up on that fastball a little bit. Realized it was out of the plate. I had already committed. Just finish the swing.
Will have to be a two-strike hitter here. And we'll take that one. 2-2.
Almost a show me pitch there. waste pitch. I'd like to see maybe a high fastball here or something inside.
Works the count full. Duran gets on. Like most of this Eastern Florida lineup is a threat to steal. 2 out, you'd think. So the cards are going to be played. Meanwhile, he'll chop it to short. Esquivel has it. Long throw to first. Stretching, he's safe though. So Duran is aboard. A little 2-out infield single.
Yeah, good wheels there by Duran. Esquivel did pretty much everything he could do with that ball, and safe by a step or two.
John Capra. Had a hamstring issue a bit last year. Still managed to hit 338. That's where he's at right now.
Anxious to see if Coach Tam tries to get a little aggressive here.
And it gets away from Oberst. Now a runner in scoring position as Duran advances to second.
It's a good dirt ball read by Duran. Took off as soon as he saw it kick. A lot of guys hesitate, give the catcher a chance to gather himself, and then end up in a bad situation.
Duran at second with Capra. Does have 9 RBIs to his credit this season. Duran a big lead, he gets a big lead at second. Go opposite field with it, but it's out of play.
2-out RBIs win championships. See if he can dig deep here and put something into play, find a hole, just like happened, what, last inning? So 2-out RBI.
Ball 2 strikes. Capra, he will take strike 3. So another strikeout looking. That is the 5th strikeout for Crawford, and the side is retired, but there was a hit and a runner left.
Both these pitchers starting to wake up a little bit, starting to realize the weaknesses of the lineup and their own strengths. Starting to pitch to their strengths and to the batter's weaknesses. It's good to see.
In the 3rd inning with that, and a third of the way through as we go to the top of the 4th. It'll be Oberst, Henry, and Esquivel to hit in the away half. In a 2-2 game here on WEFS, the first of 6 televised Titans baseball games this year.
Coach Markham looked like he gathering the guys in front of the dugout here, try to get the morale up, tie a ball game, conference game. And really just the start to the tomorrow, the doubleheader. There's a lot of momentum can be carried either way.
Looking beyond that doubleheader, you got the game on the 7th of this month would be the next time out. Macomb Community College will be here for the home schedule. And the crew hard at work. What's up, fellas? Keep your head on a swivel when you're shooting baseball. Let me just tell you from experience.
Dan Oberst.
Oberst will dig in here, the catcher, to lead off this 4th.
Oberst only scored 3 runs this season, so let's see if he can get on bases and get around.
The RBI single back in the 1st inning, and it's misplayed and dropped, so Oberst is aboard.
I think that ball bounced about 30 feet in the air after hitting just outside of home plate. You see that now in a lot of teams.
Now batting for the Pioneers is the DH number 8, Seddon Henry.
Major leagues, they really water down that front, right in front of home plate to keep that from happening, but hey, it can happen for both sides.
One aboard, and again, the doubleheader Indian River is at Indian River tomorrow, so on the road they go, and then at Miami-Dade the 4th and 5th before that next home game against Macomb on the 7th, which is a Monday. So Miami-Dade the trip for the weekend. So this is the first of 4 straight, I think that 5 straight conference games this week.
Wow. Tough stretch.
Throw back to first. Henry, who hit into that double play to end the first inning, his second time up.
Probably see these pitchers go pretty deep into the game if they got, 2 games tomorrow. They want to save their bullpen as much as possible.
Again, scoring a bunt. And takes a strike. He's down an 0-2 hole. Oberst out of Clearwater at 244 does have a home run. He's at first. Henry at the plate here, 0-2. We'll foul that one back to stay alive.
A lot of leadoff base runners on both sides. I like to see get that first out.
Throw to first, and safely is Oberst. Henry does have 6 RBIs this season. That one foul.
Another
Will remain
check
0-2.
swing that we're talking about. Another one of those indecisive attempts, but staying alive. 2 strikes. That's a success.
Oberst the lead at first. Little check. Walsh eyeing Capra there. And strike 3. So 4th strikeout for Jacob Walsh. 1 away in the top of the 4th.
Now batting the shortstop, number 13, Enrique Esquivel.
Another excellent pitch on the outer half, freezing him.
Esquivel steps in with 1 away. Enrique grounded out to second last time up. Another throw back to first. Walsh really paying a lot of attention to Oberst.
Yeah, a lot of checking over at the runner.
Oberst, no stolen bases to speak of this year. Drilled to right field. This will be a long run, and it will drop foul. As Duran got on his high horse, though.
Yep. Good effort. Realizing at this home ballpark he's got a lot of foul territories, and might as well give it a try.
Esquivel, Port St. Lucie. And a pitch out. So they thought that Oberst may be doing something sneaky there on first, and nothing doing.
Had one to waste, I guess. Still early in the count.
One to 1 the count on Enrique Esquivel. Sophomore shortstop. Oberst at first. Swung on and sent straight back. Jimenez will take a look at it and then opt to give up. That one was way out of play.
Walsh getting ahead in the count again. He's been ahead in most counts since that first inning where he gave up 2 runs.
A ball, 2 strikes. 1 away, top of the 4th. Runner goes, and it's thrown into Walsh. Luckily, the backup man was there in the form of Navarro.
Jimenez with a little Gronk spike there. I think they might have. I think he was expecting that just as much as we were with no stolen bags on the season.
So Oberst now at second. And the count 2-2. Inside pitch, chop to the pitcher, and foul ball. Kurt Brandon, Kurt Brandon very decisive quickly.
Yes, that is. He is very decisive on that check swing earlier and let him know who's in charge here.
The at-bat for Enrique Esquivel will continue. Does have a runner in scoring position. The go-ahead run in the form of Dan Oberst. 2-2 from Jacob Walsh. Stretching the pitch, and he strikes him out looking.
There's that curveball again.
Back-to-back strikeouts. He's got 5 for the game here.
That brings up the second baseman, number 6, Cameron Armstrong.
Got the confidence to throw it, and you can tell that pitch starts a little inside and comes back and nicks the out. Really looks like it's right down the middle, but another one of those hangers. Try to fight off with 2 strikes if you're not expecting it.
Here's Cameron Armstrong, the freshman 9-hole hitter, second baseman out of Lithonia, Georgia, batting .238. He flied out to first back in the 2nd inning. Runner at second remains Oberst here. Armstrong with 4 RBIs coming in. And will take a strike.
He'll find the zone again after that tough pitch call on the inside half of the plate he really wanted.
Cameron with a K. And takes another. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, this Indian River team seems to be struggling with that curveball. Most of the time not even swinging at it.
Strike away from getting out of the inning is Jacob Walsh. The infield single. Strike away from striking out the rest of the side. And he'll do just that. That one's swinging. Strikeout number 6 for Jacob Walsh. The side is retired. And we're in the middle of 4. A hit, a runner left. And we're still tied at deuces, 2-2.
He's going to be icing that elbow after this game. All them curveballs he's throwing. It's effective, though. I mean, he found a little bit of a weakness, and it's up to Indian River to adjust. Sit down with the hitting coach, see what he sees, and try to get to him. But right now, it's pretty impressive with Walsh after that first inning, getting the bases loaded with no outs.
Crawford will go back to work here in the bottom of the 4th. As you take a look at the flag, which is blowing some. Not much of a factor tonight, the wind.
Yeah, no, it died down quite a bit from the start.
Flagpole off the right field line here at Bruce Bochy Field. It'll be Cierro, Jimenez, and Puigserver. Bottom 3 of the order for Jeff Tam's Titans here. strains of the Black Eyed Peas. Good to be suggestive anyway. As the Titans look to get something started here in the bottom of the fourth. So glad you're with us here on WEFS. Alongside Alex Friedrich, the former UCF center fielder, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Beautiful night here on the Space Coast. Cutter Crawford, both pitchers really locked in here.
Yeah, they really have. They've kind of found their groove, starting to figure out these lineups a little bit. Now it's up to the lineups to try to figure out the pitching a little bit. But hey,
leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Titans.
Got a ball game, 2-2. Bottom of four.
Sierra.
This is Jay Sierra, the sophomore designated hitter out of Puerto Rico, batting .358, 11 RBIs, 9 runs scored. So a good leadoff guy here for this inning. He will take a ball and have the fielder's choice bunt back in the second. Came around to score on a 2 RBI single by Puigserver, and he will laser one through the left side, base hit to left field, and Sierra is aboard.
Now batting for the Titans is the catcher, number 28,
It's a good
John
piece of hitting.
Jimenez.
They've been tearing up that 6-hole a little bit, finding some grass out there.
Sierra wearing the letters Ortiz up there, even though the number was correct. Borrowing a jersey from last year, and there's a flare single to left. That will put 2 aboard. First pitch, and Jimenez getting things started. Apologies to Fergie, they're doing just that.
That brings up the third baseman, number 2,
Puigserver.
A.J. Puigserver.
Back up to plate here. Now Tam elected to do the sacrifice bunt. Last time he was in this situation, did not go too well, as the pitcher was just quick to get off the mound and got the lead runner out at third base. But let's see if Tam sticks to his game plan here or lets Puigserver swing away.
They have 2 RBIs on the single in the second. This time they'll chop it, and it's a foul ball.
Eastern Florida thankful for that foul ball call. Looks like Obrist was going to fire that one to third to get the lead runner once again.
2 quick hits here in the bottom of the fourth for Eastern Florida. Freshman Puigserver, lad out of Miami, going to do damage again this inning. Stepping off is Crawford. Runner at first is Sierra. Second is Jimenez. Square to bunt, and we'll pop it up, and one away as Oberst makes short work of it. And the bunt fails the Titans once again.
Now batting for Eastern Florida,
Coach
the center
Tam's going to
fielder,
be
number 21, Manny
mandatory
Rodriguez.
bunt practice. He's senses frustration over there at third base. Just trying to get something going here.
Foul out to the catcher. Same situation on the base pass, but now just 1 out. Back to the top of the order with Manny Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. So Crawford, after surrendering back-to-back hits, is back in line. Rodriguez, the former Lake Nona Lion, sophomore center fielder. Will take his talents to the Division I level next year. 3 runs scored on 2 for 4 in that last game, that 14-0 win over Hillsborough. He's in an 0-2 hole here.
See if he shortens up here.
And we'll take it to the opposite side. It is a foul ball.
It's good approach. Good approach. He's starting to realize, okay, he's he's starting to paint this outside corner. He's not really messing with the inside half of the plate too much. So if you can commit to a certain zone, see the ball, and you know, if he comes inside, try to foul it off, get your pitch.
The 0-2 from Cutter Crawford. Throw back to second. Nothing doing as Sierra in there safely. Armstrong staying close to that bag at second. He's off a step or two. Ball comes plateward, chopper to short. Esquivel has it at second. Out is recorded there at second base, but the runner's safe at first, so there are 2 away. Runner moves to third safely. Sierra.
Rodriguez did get a good piece of that one, but speed saving him there, keeping out of the double play, keeping the inning alive.
Give credit to Rodriguez for at least moving the runner over. You'll trade an out for that at this point.
Right.
Norberto Navarro. The runners on the corners. And we'll swing at the first pitch, strike 1. Navarro, the freshman, batting .424, and the leading RBI man here on this team so far this season. Just 16 games in, 17 RBI, so more than 1 a game. And take strike 2.
Patient hitters they are in the Titans. 2 fastballs, uncontested.
Send a shot to right field. Camping under is McKenna, and the side is retired here in the 4th. So Navarro with the fly out to right. 2 hits, but 2 runners left on base, so an opportunity squandered by the home team, and it remains a 2-2 game as we go to the top of the 5th.
Very impressive by Crawford there, battling out of a bad situation. Runners on first and second, no outs. Really showing his toughness.
So Walsh, Jacob Walsh will go back to work here in the top of the 5th and has 5 strikeouts so far. After surrendering 2 quick runs in the first, has settled in.
Right, yeah, and it's starting to look comfortable out there. He's, like I said, he started with that fastball early, plunked a guy, been a little control issues, but then comes back with this curveball here. Has been working great for him. Whether it's looking or swinging, he can throw it high, low, and it's really just a great breaking ball because these guys aren't picking it up. And there's a fastball strikeout there. He's been wanting that one, but that once again that breaking ball is being filthy as of late.
Yeah, swinging or looking, it's getting the job done.
Yeah. It's been his pitch of the night, most definitely.
You already mentioned, Alex, very important with so many games in a short span in conference. You want to go deep into the game, no matter what tonight.
Right, yeah, it's a lot of the bullpen guys that, you know, they want to get out there and throw, but if you can ride your starting pitchers and save your arms in the bullpen, then shoot, the sky's the limit. But right now, both these pitchers had each one rough inning and then throwing up hoops ever since.
Be Rennell, Fitzpatrick, and Augusto here, the top of the order for the Pioneers in the 5th. Rennell singled and scored back in the first, struck out in the second. In fact, that was the first strikeout of the night for Jacob Walsh. He'll look to repeat the feat here. Will not, because it's chopped to shortstop, thrown on to first in time. And Rennell is retired as Capra with a laser beam over to his brother.
Yeah, beautiful throw across the diamond there. That was going to be another one of those close ones. with the speedy
That
Rennell
brings
at
up
the
the
plate,
first
but
baseman, number 14,
showing
CJ
off the gun.
Fitzpatrick.
C.J. Fitzpatrick hit by pitch, scored in the first, and struck out in the third.
Keep the pitch count low. Swinging that first pitch outs.
He will watch strike one. And now Kurt Brandon will have some words with Mitch Markham.
Yeah, both coaches a little frustrated with the strike zone here early, but the way I've seen it, it's been pretty consistent from our end.
There are times where it's not, you would say, right?
Right. I guess.
You'll keep it real.
Yeah. It's a tough job. Tough job behind the plate.
No kidding. Got to hear it from managers, hear it from players, hear it from fans. No, thank you. Whether no matter sport, referees or umpires, tough job. And that one fouled off of Jimenez.
Walsh getting ahead in the count again.
Walsh came in 2-2 on the season with a 441 earned run average. 20 strikeouts, and now he's on 25. Did walk a batter in the first. Fitzpatrick will watch it, and the bottom drops out. It's a ball, low.
Starting to recognize it a little bit earlier on that breaking ball. It was another good one, but was checked off. Now they just got to see the one up and not give up on it.
Chop to the right side, foul. Fitzpatrick, the sophomore. We talked about him in the televised game last year between those two. One of their top hitters. And he will blast it foul again. So remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
See if Walsh goes to that breaking ball here after 2 fastballs. Have not seen the changeup yet. Surprisingly, I saw him throw it in warm-ups. Actually looked like a really good pitch.
And he'll strike him out. 6 strikeouts for Jacob Walsh. Fitzpatrick down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting for Indian River, the third baseman, number 17, Nick Agosto.
Third baseman Nick Agosto is next. The better hitters on this team at 379.
Getting on base at
couple of singles here in this game.
Yeah, 438 a clip. That's a great on base percentage.
Trying to keep this inning going with 2 away.
Third baseman very deep. As a left-handed hitter, you like to see almost do a little drag bunt. Just try to get something going here with 2 outs, but
and Agosto will call time. Walsh will study in eventually.
It's a showdown.
The 0-1. Big swing and a miss.
Yeah, that was a long swing there.
Pulled the string.
Yeah. There's that changeup we're talking about.
0-2. And drilled, try to go through the hole. Nice play made by Navarro on to first in time. And the side is retired. 1-2-3. Go the Pioneers on a great play by Navarro over to Capra, who just got him.
That was impressive play there. It looked like, was that Walsh that caught that? Or was it Capra? Walsh, right?
Oh,
It looked
Walsh,
like Walsh
excuse
may
me,
have because Capra looked like he was attempting to
Track
grab
it
that as
down.
well. Yeah, so then he just ducked as he tried to get back to the mound and saw Walsh doing his job covering the bag.
4-1.
Pretty sure Walsh was not even at the bag whenever he released it yet. Yeah, he was. It's good timing there.
Making a bid to play first base eventually.
He can do it on the run.
Well, we go to the home half of the fifth. We're halfway home in this one here on WEFS, and we remain in a 2-2 game. It's been that way since the bottom of the second. It will be Vinny Capra, Ruben Garcia, and Sammy Duran for the home team. Jeff Tam's Titans looking to reclaim or claim the lead, at least for the first time tonight.
Well, they've got great starts to majority of the innings. They just can't execute, you know, and that's it. Really, baseball is a game of execution at its finest. And you know, who knows if they would have got those 2 bunts down, what the score could be. But you got to give credit to Mr. Crawford as well, pitching in the clutch in those tough situations. So it goes both ways.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth for the Titans is the shortstop.
By my
number
unofficial
17,
count,
Vinny
there have been
Capra.
6 runners left on base for Eastern Florida in this one. As Navarro, who just made that great play at second, will lead things off.
That's where he's been calling it all night, is that outside corner. That may be a couple inches off, but if it's consistent.
It is Vinny Capra. So don't trust the graphic on that one. It is Capra to start it off. Getting fooled like a
That
like
slider.
a wall slider right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Crawford doing just as well.
Let's go, tight end. Don't forget to set your alarm clocks tomorrow. Oh,
And
heads up, yo.
Vinny will pop it up.
Man, watch out, yo.
Out of play.
Are you okay? All right.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Capra flied out to center field his last time up. This after getting a single his first time up in the first. Vinny will look to go opposite field and send it foul.
Fighting with 2 strikes. Hitting where the ball is pitched. That ball was on the outside corner. Go with it. Use the entire field.
One more run and we win. One more.
And just gets underneath it. Coming on is Leonard, and then Esquivel could not make the play, and Capra will be on a leadoff single here in the 5th. We'll see if that's an error. We'll make that a double, excuse me. If there was a single and an error, I'd give him a double.
Now batting for the Titans, the left fielder, number
That
6,
slugging
Ruben
percentage
Garcia.
through the roof. Let's see, another good start here for the Titans. I don't know. I wonder if Tam's giving up on the old sacrifice bunt, or he let his big fella here swing the bat.
Should be the 9th extra base hit for Capra. We'll go opposite field again.
It's a good approach. Try to move that runner over any way possible. Try to use the right side of the field. Just a ground ball to second base will do. Knowing that, though, I'm sure Crawford may try to come inside more often than he has been so far this game.
Capra on second. Garcia, big swing and a miss. He's down 0-2. Crawford has certainly not done it the easy way in this game. Runners aboard. And now Oberst will call time and visit his pitcher.
See what kind of pitch they want to throw here. It's a big pitch. get that runner on third base with less than 2 outs. You don't really want to give him anything good to hit here. If he chases something, let him chase it. You know, worst case scenario, you walk him and you got the double play in order, the way I see it. But it's also nice to get that strikeout when you got a 0-2 count in your back pocket.
Garcia struck out in his last at bat. 0 for 2 tonight.
Good pitch.
And the at bat will continue.
Yeah, it was a good pitch and also a great swing there by Garcia to fight that one off. That came inside, really chewed him up on the hands.
Here you go, right there. It'll help you find wherever you're going. Don't touch me. Thank you.
Garcia with a home run
Tight end.
on his ledger this year. So 13 runs batted in. Has one at second if he can get him in. Bottom drops out. Ball 1.
Good check off there. Also another great pitch, just kind of nibble. See how far he can go. See how far he'll chase.
Got him on the corner. And it's strikeout number 6 for Cutter Crawford.
Didn't like that one. Thought that was outside.
Now batting for the Titans, the right fielder, number 11, Sammy Duran.
One away for Sammy Duran. Freshman right fielder right here in Melbourne. Couple of singles.
See if Sammy can pick him up there on that questionable call. It was a close one, but with 2 strikes on the outside half of the plate, you're really trying to go to right field in that situation anyway, so.
Talk is cheap. Win the conference. Yeah, you can do it.
Capra with the lead at second. Duran swung on, sent deep to right field, the hooking foul, and it will be caught there by McKenna. And sliding safely into third on the sacrifice is Capra, and the runner 90 feet away. 2 away now. 2 away now, though.
What some may not have saw there, that was the incredible throw from right field. That was a one hopper, short hopper,
Number 14, John
far foul.
Capra.
He actually caught it and did a 360 spin and launched it right on the money, giving Capra a little bit more than he had probably hoped for.
Outfielder to outfield love being shown here on WEFS.
Yeah, I recognize a little bit.
John Capra with his brother on third. RBI opportunity off the glove of Crawford. Hit into center field. The go-ahead run will score here in the home half of 5th. The RBI goes to Capra as Vinny gets the run, and it is 3-2.
Not wasting any time on that one. Looks like that was about 2 inches away from Cutter Crawford being able to snag that one and make an easy out at first, but baseball's a game of inches.
A game of inches, I was about to say.
Looks like it nicks it right in the glove. Ugh. That's it, up the middle.
Let's go, Titans. Win. I'm recording the win.
Good effort there at second by Armstrong.
Sierra trying to send it to right. He's down 0-1.
One swing, we get 2 runs, man. You can do it.
Sierra is single in the last inning. Was stranded out there.
John Capra at first base with 5 stolen bases on the season with 2 outs and 2 strikes. See if Tam gives him the green light here. Get another runner in scoring position.
2 and ball fouled away. Sierra single, make that hit into a fielder's choice. Bunted into a fielder's choice rather and scored back in the second. Trying to keep this inning going here with 2 away and the runner on first. 1 run already in. Foul ball.
Cutter doing a great job of really coming inside and outside. At first, he was just strictly hitting that outside corner. Now he's starting to bring it inside a little bit.
Should Sierra get aboard? It'll be Jean Jimenez to bat next.
Hey, right here, pitcher. Hey, pitcher, right here. Throw it at me real quick.
Staying alive.
A lot of foul balls.
Fight for it, baby.
As we get into the middle innings, that's something to watch if you're the pitching coach.
Most definitely. Still
Let's
nobody
go.
up in bullpens.
It's like in Texas. Let's go. I'm from Texas. Right here, pitcher. Hey, pitcher.
2 to Sierra. Fouls it straight back with a thunderous boom off of the railing.
Might have hit the microphone there.
Certainly a possibility.
Go long,
Oh,
hard.
another one's in the budget.
Hey, pitcher.
Crawford left that one up a little bit, kind of got away with one with a 0-2 count.
Right here, look.
Runner goes and it's chopped back, so Caprol will return to first. Was running though.
God bless America.
Still no balls, 2 strikes.
I'm done talking now. First Amendment.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a potential pitch out here.
There are. Oh, there we go. Be classed out. Third.
And this will be popped up behind the plate. Oberst will run out of real estate. It's off the aluminum of the stadium. Nobody hurt. That's good.
Oh my God.
Ortiz will continue the at-bat. Still no balls in the count, but it seems like he's been up there forever.
Next anyway.
I think we should just call him Ortiz from now on.
Yeah, that's right,
You
Sierra.
know? Yeah, well, whatever.
Ortiz.
Yeah.
That's his nickname.
Yeah, okay.
Sierra, the hitter. And good piece of hitting will send it deep, but right at Edward Rennell. And that will do it here in the bottom of the 5th, but the Titans get a run on a couple of hits. Runner left. We'll take a 90-second timeout. You're watching Titans baseball on WEFS.
Join veteran sportscaster Jeff Radcliffe as he hosts Eastern Florida State College coaches and student athletes for a closer look inside Titan sports. Produced in partnership with Florida Today, the weekly in-depth program covers the 11 Titan men's and women's sports teams through game footage and coaches' analysis. Get closer to the action Thursday nights at 8 here on WEFS.
Eastern Florida State College. This is where you discover new opportunities, where you pursue your dreams, and careers take flight. Apply now for new bachelor and associate degree programs in business, healthcare, computer technology, and other growing fields. Eastern Florida, where Titans rise. Apply today.
Back in Melbourne as we enter the top of the 6th inning. And the Pioneers now trail by a run, 3-2. Will be the middle of the order. Eddie McKenna, Tyler Leonard, and Dan Oberst here for Indian River State College as Jacob Walsh back to work. And working well, another strike. He's got 6 strikeouts.
Going right back to that off-speed pitch.
Check that, 7 strikeouts. We're starting to lose count. Declared foul to the right side. Had 3 of them in the 4th inning. So McKenna, one of the strikeout victims, back in the 3rd. Didn't have the RBI sac fly in the 1st. That one just misses. Ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to miss about a foot outside. They actually ended up coming tailing back, almost caught the tip of the plate there.
McKenna.
Check the swing there.
Yep.
I think Jimenez thought he went around there.
McKenna entering the game 373. And will have a seat. 8th strikeout. That one's swinging.
Tied him up.
Now batting the left fielder,
Walsh.
number 15, Tyler Leonard.
Bringing his best when the TV cameras come on.
That's right. I don't think he knew the 1st inning that this was the first broadcast, and then someone told him. He's like, "Oh,
Oh, okay, yeah, after the 1st.
Got
Okay,
it.
I gotta turn up the wick. Here's Leonard. Tyler will chop that one foul. It's a ball and a strike. Tyler reached on a walk back in the 1st and was put out at 2nd in the 3rd. Nearly poked that through. It'd be a tough play. Navarro couldn't make magic that time, and Tyler Leonard is aboard.
Yeah, Leonard hit that one with some pace on it.
Now
Navarro
batting for the
unable
Pioneers
to
is the catcher,
corral
number
it.
20, Dan
Tried to
O'Rourke.
stay with it there, but Leonard with some wheels. Leadoff runner aboard.
Zobrist now on 8 RBIs after the RBI single in the 1st. Throw back to 1st from Walsh. In there is Leonard.
Must have been a game plan from both teams to really control the run game here today. Once again, throwing over.
Let's go, you guys. You can do it. Get out of the innings like a lead. Y'all start in 30 minutes. I'm leaving. Come follow me.
Runner goes. Jimenez throws and got him. Oberst gunned down by Jimenez. Tag is applied and there's 1 away.
You don't often see a throw better than that one. I don't think Capra had to move his glove. Once he caught it, it slid just right into his glove. That was a quick release. Good jump. It was a good jump at first base by Leonard, and bringing up 2 outs here actually.
I love Earth, you guys. I'm sorry to yell.
Working fast.
I'm still yelling. Come on, Titus.
McKenna strikeout victim the 1st out. Caught stealing now, and Walsh with a chance to face some minimum here in the 6th inning.
Swing at it. Don't be scared. Oh.
On outside. Now he's behind in the count. Haven't seen that in a while. 2 balls and a strike. Oberst last time up had a single, his 2nd, so he's 2 for 2. Stole a base last time he reached. And will chop it up the middle. Walsh will settle under a high, and that sucker was way up in the stratosphere, and that wasn't coming down.
That's the 2nd one we've seen Indian River get away with there. I think that one was higher though. That was,
Off the trampoline.
yeah, that.
No errors, yo.
So a couple of infield singles this inning.
No errors, yo. Don't drop the ball.
We set in Henry's turn to keep this inning going with a runner on 1st.
Pitch hitting for Indian
Or
Rivers,
not.
number 26, Matthew Celedonio.
The pinch hitter is number 26, Celedonio. Matthew, a .250 hitter.
No walks on the season. Look for him to swing in the bat.
Sub out a designated hitter spot. And he takes a strike. Has got folks throwing there in the bullpen for Eastern Florida.
Got to remind you again. Let's go.
Heavy dose of that breaking ball for Celadoni getting his first bat at the game. He's getting a heavy dose of it. Just, I'm sure he's seen quite a few of it from the dugout.
It's Chase Evans there, the freshman righty out of Jacksonville. See how much longer Walsh goes. Looking good right now. Got a 6-hitter going, 8 strikeouts. Got a 7-hitter, seven hitter with that infield single. Doesn't seem like the Pioneers have really earned a lot in the last couple of innings. Chopper to second. Navarro, tough pickup. Boy, great throw over to first to retire the side. Capra squeezes the glove, and Celadonio is retired. And middle of 6, it remains a 3-2 ball game. The Titans on top.
It's a good play there by Navarro, staying with that one. That was one of those in-between hops. Use his body, keep it in front. Realized he wasn't gonna get the runner at second base. Elects to go with his short throw from second base. This thing kind of creeps up on him, keeps it in front. No hesitation. It's no in the game right there. Didn't even think about trying to go say just 2 outs. Let's get the lead, get the runner at first.
Know what you need. And Crawford will go back out here for this half of the 6th inning.
Still nobody getting loose
in their bullpen.
Yeah, Indian River's bullpen.
Well, coming to the plate, at least scheduled this inning for Eastern Florida, will be Jimenez, Puigserver, and Rodriguez. So 8, 9, and 1 on the schedule.
Wonder if we start to see any fatigue coming up here. It's been a lot of pitches. A lot of these counts been running full and a lot of foul balls. A lot of times in a situation where the pitch count gets up, these pitchers lose that extra oomph and start to leave balls up in the zone, and mistakes start getting made, but nothing too catastrophic for either guy.
Settle in behind the dish.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Titans is the catcher, number 28, John Jimenez.
Jimenez announced. So we get going here in the bottom of the 6th.
Just now, 89 pitches thrown. It's a good body of work through 5 innings.
And this one's drilled straight away center. Going back is Rennell, and he'll make the grab right on the warning track. So Jimenez gave it a go, and he's retired F8.
Crawford will take that 1 pitch out, now totaling 90 pitches.
That brings up
5
the
and a third.
baseman, number 2, A.J. Puigserver.
Puigserver got the 2 RBI single back in the 2nd.
Failed on the sacrifice bunt attempt.
Fly out. Yeah. Base is empty here. I highly doubt you would see a bunt. And now finally some bullpen action from Indian River. Looks like Jared Huff, a freshman lefty out of Vero Beach. So don't expect to see these pitchers go too much deeper. outside a ball. 2 balls and a strike to AJ Puig server. Freshman out of Miami. We'll take another ball. It's 3 balls and a strike.
Starting to lose a little bit on that fastball.
Work that pitcher. Work that pitcher.
Did he go? He did not. So he draws the 1-out walk.
That's what I like to see.
Brings up the top of the order.
Home runs, walks, triples, doubles.
Now batting for the Titans, the center fielder, number 21, Manny Rodriguez.
Same thing every day, guys.
Danny Rodriguez for his 4th at-bat. Walked, caught stealing, struck out, and reached on a fielder's choice.
It's like the pitching coach heading out there maybe to buy a little bit of time for his pitcher warming up, get a couple extra pitches, or devising a game plan here, try to get a double play and out of this inning.
We'll find out soon enough. Big server on at first. Rodriguez now will step in. Take a strike.
One thing about Rodriguez, he definitely takes his fair share of pitches, but being a leadoff batter, that is part of the job description.
Certainly a likable trait as he fouls that one off, and he's an 0-2 hole. 3-2 game, and Eastern Florida took the lead in that last inning. RBI from John Capra, scoring his brother Vinny.
Good idea there by Crawford. Trying to see if he chases. Good eye by Rodriguez.
Manny, an all-Metro performer at Lake Nona in high school. A big swing and lifted to right. And the put out is made by Edward McKenna. And there are 2 away.
It's all right. It's okay.
Now batting for Eastern Florida is the second baseman,
Norberto
number 16,
Navarro.
Norberto Navarro.
Trying to continue this inning here. Some insurance runs this portion, always a good thing. Still got 3 more innings to go. Plenty of at-bats and opportunities coming for the Pioneers to level things.
Oh, a lot can happen in 3 innings.
First pitch swinging, fouled off the net.
"17 RBIs leading the team."
Didn't get one tonight. A couple of strikeouts and a fly out to right field. And he'll lift it to the gap, and right center it falls. McKenna has it. And the runners will be at second and third with 2 away here in the 6th. So how about the 2-out double from Navarro?
Yeah, that's a big hit right there. I, for a second, thought that was going to get to the fence. But great job by McKenna cutting that ball off and getting it in. Not allowing Puig server to score from first base.
Now batting for the Titans, the
RBI
shortstop, number
opportunity for
17,
Vinny Capra.
Capra.
The big double in the last inning came around to score. So 2 for 3 tonight.
Come on, you guys, dance. Do something fun.
Capra with 12 RBIs coming into this game.
My name's Hawaii, yo. Look at me, look at me. Focus on the game, yo.
Former MCC hustler. The best nicknames in the state for a high school.
That's right.
Are you older than me?
And I'll lift it. Foul. Trying to make a catch on it. Oberst, and he's got it. Nice play by the catcher. And that will end the inning.
Wow. Clutch play there by Obrist.
Couple of hits and a couple left.
Arguably the best hitter on the Eastern Florida State College team right there. Getting robbed.
Tracked it. Well, Indian River out of trouble there. And we go to the top of the 7th. As the Pioneers will bring up hitters 8, 9, and 1. So that's what's on the docket.
Walsh back out there again.
Still some activity in the bullpen for the Titans. This gorgeous night here at Bruce Bochy Field. What a venue, too.
It is. It's incredible.
Tops in the country at this level, no doubt.
Still whipping that breaking ball out there during the warm-ups is more important now than ever. Getting to these late innings. Got to stay sharp.
Comes to the plate now. Evans continuing to throw. Soon he enters this game, or can Walsh through this 7th here.
Now entering the game for Indian River College and leading off is number 2, David Carson Sella.
So another pinch hitter here.
Evans with 2 saves on the season. Maybe they're trying to prolong his innings pitched out there.
David Carnicella hitting .211. Swings that first pitch. He's down a ball and a strike, or no balls and a strike.
Another new batter coming up to see that breaking ball first time. There's the changeup.
Carnicella out of Loxahatchee. 5'11", 170, freshman. Chop it again to that right side. A long strike. 1-2.
Walsh has been painting that outside corner with that fastball to a righty all day. Now these lefties trying to handle that inside pitch from their side of the plate.
And strikes him out looking. So much for that pinch hitter. Strikeout number 9 for Jacob Walsh, who wears number 9.
Off the breaking ball again.
That brings up the
On a
second baseman,
roll.
number 6, Cameron Armstrong.
Came into this game with 20 strikeouts. Quite the improvement as far as that total.
Yeah, to say the least. 4 appearances on the season. This would be his 5th.
Going deep into this one. Armstrong, the second hitter in this inning, number 9 hole hitter, who struck out in his last at-bat against Walsh. Also flied out to first base and a swing and a miss, strike 2. Trying to turn this order over at least. Question is how, if Walsh keeps mowing him down, how long do you keep him out?
Exactly. You don't want to risk any type of injury or anything, of course, but
Gives up a base hit. And Armstrong's aboard for the first time. Good piece of hitting.
Yep.
So Navarro gave a leaping, good college try.
That's right.
And one aboard
Back to the top
here,
of the
one
order,
out.
brings up
Go to the
center
top of the
fielder,
order.
number 1, E.J. Rennell.
E.J. Rennell, his 4th at bat, did single and score back in the 1st, struck out, and then grounded out to short.
Double cheeseburger.
That happened in the 5th.
Extra fries and cheese and chili and all that stuff.
Throw back to check Armstrong. He's in there safe.
That is the tying run aboard at first base, so they do have to,
Be mindful.
yes, be very mindful of him.
Yeah. Right here. Hey. Make them look silly, baby. Make them look silly.
Walsh still out there.
Armstrong does have 3 stolen bases. And of course Walsh knows that. Urges him back. You have to see a pitch here to the batter, Rennell.
Those are not counted on the pitch count. So you think about that.
Yeah.
He's deep into the 7th here.
Pitch out. Throw to second. And not in time. So a stolen base for Armstrong. And the tying run now at second with 1 away. Rennell still batting.
It was a great call there by the Titans. They saw it coming, just execution. Once again, they got the perfect pitch out. It's kind of low, possibly if handled there by Capra being out, but it's a good effort, good base running.
Ground ball every pitch, yo. That ground ball.
Chopper left side. Count will even up at a ball and a strike.
Baseball.
Anxious to see how long they keep Walsh in the game with the runner in scoring position.
Easier decision if your margin was more than a run, I think.
Right.
Let's go, Bob.
1 and 1, 1 out, 1 on. Pickoff play was in the offing.
Let's go. Strike him out. Strike him out. Strike out Derek Jeter real quick, yo. Let's go. End this already.
It's a pitch from Walsh, 0-1. Upstairs and outside a ball.
Rennell only 4 RBIs on the season. This would be a big 5th.
Walsh will check the runner at second. Armstrong casually walks back. It's in there for a strike.
Big pitch there. Committing to that outside corner.
Count even at 2-2. And gets the outside corner. Strikeout number 10 for Jacob Walsh. As Rennell not inclined to agree with the balls and strikes calls. But nonetheless, he'll be sent back to the dugout.
Should get free corn dogs or something. Double-digit strikeouts.
Corn dogs.
Looks like Tam with the slow walk out to the mound. That might be it, huh?
Hey, that's the way you're going to go out.
They pay me to do this, yo. Sorry to interrupt your life and stuff.
Obviously, as a former pitcher, I'm sure he's seeing things maybe differently than you and I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
From that angle, too.
staying in.
Going to ride him.
I like it.
Again, the tying run still at second, but now 2 out. It's where you trust the defense and just
Now
keep doing
batting
what
for
you're
Indian
doing.
River
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
first
that was a.
baseman, number 14,
I was thinking
TJ
earlier that was a
Fitzpatrick.
great frame job there by Jimenez. That was a little outside, but he had confidence in it, and it's been there all day. So
Coaxed it back in.
that's right.
Runner at second is Armstrong. Pioneers look to avoid stranding him there. He is the tying run. We're in the top of the 7th. So glad you're with us here on WEFS. Jeff Radcliffe, Alex Friedrich, and our entire crew. Got ourselves a ball game.
We do. That we do.
So ahead in the count goes Fitzpatrick. Strikeout victim his last 2 times.
7 ribbies on the season. Up towards the top.
Good block job there by Jimenez. And Armstrong back into second.
Yeah, Armstrong's got to be careful there at second base. He's already in scoring position. I wouldn't try to get too cute. You usually score on a base hit regardless if you're at third or at second, but just never want to, like we say, run yourself into an out in the inning.
Of course, with Fitzpatrick now being ahead in the count.
Mm-hmm.
Odds teaming in his favor. Now it's 2 balls and a strike.
I think that was a mistake there by Walsh, left up. But
Upstairs, and it goes to 3-1.
see what he goes to here.
Chopper, second, long throw. Ripped it into the glove of Capra. Navarro again. And the side is retired with no damage. Was a hit, no runs, and again a runner left. And it remains a 4-3 game.
That Navarro there at second base has had one heck of a game. Probably saved a few runs. Another one that was up the middle, kept in. And great call. Great call.
Let's just see the coaching staff with this, the safe count. And looks like we'll have our first pitching change of the night as we head into the bottom of the 7th.
Now pitching for Indian River
Jared
is number
Huff.
16, Jonathan Herndon.
It looks like I got
Jonathan Herndon, number 16.
4.8 ERA. 1 win, no losses. Only 3 appearances thus far in the season. Electing to stay with the right-handed pitcher. Sometimes late in ball games they try to switch up the viewpoint as a hitter and maybe go with like a sidearm guy or a lefty, but having confidence in Herndon to keep this game tight.
Herndon, 6'3", 190, out of Sebastian, Florida, product of the Florida Virtual School. A big right-hander to spell Crawford, who leaves the game with 6 strikeouts and an 8-hitter, and allowed the 3 runs, all earned.
Yeah, first Crawford was the one with 6 strikeouts and leading the strikeout race, and then Walsh came roaring back to collect 10 of them of his own.
Well, you can check out all of the Titans live game action at www.efsctitans.com/webcast. You can also watch archive versions of all of Eastern Florida's broadcast sports, including men's and women's soccer, men's and women's basketball, baseball, and volleyball. Of course, all that action available at efsctitans.com/webcast. Bottom of the 7th.
Ruben's been fairly quiet this game. He's got a tie for the most extra base hits. So
And that one, be a quick 1-pitch, 1 out.
that one fastball got in on his hands, jammed him.
Number 11, Sammy Duran.
It's almost worse whenever you get jammed as you slow out of the box usually too. So it's a double whammy.
Duran will hit here with 1 away. A couple of singles and a sac fly. Productive night for Mr. Duran. And it hit him.
Yep, that was a fastball up and in, kind of got away from him. Titans will take the free base runner here in a 1-run ball game, bottom of the 7th.
See.
That brings up the first baseman, number 14,
Second
John
hit by
Capra.
pitch. Issued by Pioneer pitchers tonight. And now John Capra, 14, back in there. The RBI single. Right now, the game-winning RBI as it stands. Take a ball upstairs.
See if we can Herndon settle in here. Everything's been pretty up in the zone.
Bo Simmons getting some work in the bullpen for the Pioneers now. Throw back to first.
I wonder if Coach Tam's trying to get something going here. Maybe a little hit and run or get some insurance runs.
That one popped foul along the first base side. Oberst returns behind the dish. Jonathan Herndon. Get out of this inning. 2 outs to go, runner on first. That one lasered foul to the right side.
Looks like Herndon has the most innings out of the relief pitchers for Indian River. Logging 15.
Struggled with his control some. 10 walks, 13 strikeouts.
Yes.
Second on the team in walks with Bo Simmons, who happens to be warming up in the bullpen, who has 12. Oberst out to talk. An insurance run there at first with 1 away.
Let's go, folks. The mission is still the same mission. Doesn't change. Here we go.
Middle infield, double play depth. Hoping for something to work
Oh,
with.
fouled straight back. Thank goodness the net's there. We'd have broken glass in the press box.
A lot of communication from the catcher Oberst and the new pitcher in the game, trying to get on the same page with the pitch calling.
Fitzpatrick trying to hold Duran on at first. Duran goes, and we'll have to retreat quickly as the put out is made. Thrown to first, safe. So Fitzpatrick was hoping that ball would come down a little quicker, but it is Duran back in there by the hair off his chinny chin chin.
Yeah, that was another close one. Umpires are getting their money's
That
worth
brings up the
today.
DH, number 1, Jay Sierra.
There was that hit and run we were hoping for. I'd like to see this one. Look at the hustle, though.
Yes, good call.
Yep, another good call.
Strike grooved in there by Herndon. So 2 away. And here's Sierra, who we've been talking about the Ortiz on the back, that part of his name. So in Latin America, Latin American culture, you do see that a lot. Multiple middle/last names. Throw on to second. Base is stolen now by Duran. Runner at second now for Sierra/Ortiz. So opting for the big Poppy name right now.
All right, that was a tough pitch to handle from for Obrist to try to get the runner that kind of backed up on him there.
Trying to frame it, unable to do so. 2 balls and a strike. Sierra Ortiz did fly out the center his last time up, but did have an RBI and then also a single back in the 4th. And we'll rip it to short. Picked up, thrown on to first, wide of the bag. Runner will come home to score on the error. And Duran makes it 4-2.
Escobar's upset with himself on that one. It's a big difference, a 2-run lead and a 1-run lead. You never
Now batting for the Titans is the catcher, number 28, John Jimenez.
put the ball in play, good things happen. And for this case, it would be for the Titans.
Duran making that turn. Take it any way you can get it. So the RBI for Sierra. Reaches on the throwing error from the shortstop.
Good block there, keep the runner off second base.
Jimenez. Will take the strike.
Evening the count there, 1-1.
Let's go, boss.
Jimenez hit by a pitch in the second. Singled
Use the power. You got power. Use it.
and forced out at second in his second at bat. Chops that one foul. And flied out the center in the 6th. So the Titans have struck for another run thanks to the throwing error.
Push on through, yo. Baseball swing, yo.
Other than that error there, it's been a pretty tightly played defensive game.
Yeah.
A lot of that is due to the amazing playing surface they got out here, to be honest with you. A lot of good hops and
Everything plays true.
that's right.
Jimenez about to face the 1-2 from Herndon. He'll foul it back to stay alive. 2 away here, bottom of the 7th.
Healthy 2-strike hack there.
Duran was hit by a pitch and came around to score on the throwing error. Sierra at first. He will go. And inside a ball, and he'll swipe second.
Tam opening it up a little bit. Get those guys running. Another scoring position.
unless it fouls to the left side. It will just stay out of play.
Good at bat by Jimenez here. Seeing a bunch of pitches.
In action in both bullpens, as you'd expect in the 7th, about to go into the 8th inning. There's the 2-2 from Herndon. Swung on, sent deep to right, hooking foul into the bullpen. And the at-bat will continue.
Middle of the field's wide open. He gets himself a ground ball up the middle. It could be another run potentially. Herndon's working hard out there for this one. Could have been out of the inning with that
Sure.
for that error there.
Doesn't it always work out that way, though?
Mhm.
You know, they always haunt you.
Sure does.
Take that one low of all, and the count has run full. Runner aboard, 2 out, 3-2. Evans and Dials, 2 throwing in the Titans bullpen. Check swing. Did he go? Did not.
Did not.
A walk.
That was a great at bat. 0-2, battling all the way back with about maybe 4 foul
That brings
balls.
up the third baseman, number 2, A.J. Puigserver.
It's been a long inning here for Herndon in relief. Puigserver, the 9-hole hitter, up to bat for the 4th time tonight. Walked and made it as far as 3rd in his last at bat. Again, the 2 RBI single back in the 2nd that really started things off here for Eastern Florida. They've since added 2 more, 1 this inning. Lead from Sierra at 2nd.
Weak server swinging firmly through that one.
Well, we saw Jimenez battle back from 0-2. We'll try to do the same. Low. Swiping 3rd. There was Sierra. Oh, another insurance run 90 feet away. Runners on the corners here for Puigserver, looking to pad his RBI total.
Obrist got to be a wall back there. Can't afford any pass balls now that Sierra moved down to 3rd base.
Herndon with a stretch. And the pitch. Drilled to left center, way back. Left field, it's off the wall. That will bring home at least 1. Make that 2 runs. Come on down. And the Titans have added to their lead. They lead 6-2. Puigserver, a big 2-out RBI double.
2 outs with 2 strikes. Wasn't that bad staying in there on that pitch? Thought for a second that thing had the distance, hitting the bottom of the
That brings
fence.
up the center fielder, number 21, Manny Rodriguez.
4 RBIs for Puigserver in this game from the 9 spot in the order. And now Manny Rodriguez back. And he'll chop it up the middle, a base hit. Puigserver will come around to score. And it is opened up here in the 7th for Eastern Florida State College. It is 7-2.
A game for that fella right there, Puigserver. Getting into that last one, man, that was something special. That would be only his 2nd double of the season.
Now batting for Eastern Florida is the second baseman, number 16, Norberto Navarro.
Remember, this inning started a hit by pitch, and then you had the error. So a couple of these runs unearned. And punched out. It will end with Rodriguez being thrown out for the second time tonight.
He's frustrated out there at second base.
Caught stealing for Rodriguez, but not before 4 runs come home on the benefit of just 2 hits. There was the big error, and runner thrown out at second, and it has opened up a 5-run lead as we go to the top of the 8th. Eastern Florida State College leads it 7-2.
Love the aggressiveness, and another good call. Looks like he just beat him there, and looks like Eastern Florida's bringing in their, I guess we could call it a closer. He's got the most saves with 2 saves on the season. A couple other guys with 1 each.
Now pitching for the Eastern Florida Titans is number 30, Chase Evans.
So we saw Chase in the last couple of innings
Starting pitcher, Jake
warming up in the
Walsh.
bullpen, the
Leads
freshman
this
out of
evening,
Jacksonville.
recording 10 strikeouts, only giving up 1 walk.
0-0, 2.08 ERA.
Looks like he's got some good stuff.
As we look back at Weekserver's big hit for RBI night.
Oof. Just off the bottom of the fence. Weekserver, I think he may have thought he had that one. But he got it good. You know when you get it good, so.
So close the book on Walsh, who quite himself a night with 10 strikeouts. Now Evans will try to finish things off. Evans, as you mentioned, 2 saves. That leads the team.
No longer a save situation,
No.
but nevertheless, he was warm, loose already down in the bullpen, so let's get him out there. And
At the same time, though, a lot of times you worry about maybe a focus when you got a 1-run game. You know you're locked in. Now you get a nice cushion. The mental side of things are certainly something to watch for if you're Jeff Tam.
oh, absolutely. A lot of times, guys, tend to write something off and like, oh, well, just one base runner. Oh, it's just another base runner, and then boom, home run. Okay, well, that spiraled quickly. So we'll see. This guy's a big guy, low ERA. I think he's just going to come out there and try to earn his spot as the official closer for this ball club.
Leading off the top of the 8th,
Evans,
for Indian
6'3",
River is the third
215
baseman,
pounds.
number 17, Nick Agosto.
Just 8 2/3 innings pitched coming into tonight. Walk and 3 strikeouts, and Agosto, the 3-hole hitter, will try to get Indian River back into this one. As it is starting to draw late, they're down to their final 6 outs. Agosto, a couple of singles. Grounded out the 2nd and the 5th. He begins the 8th. And gets that one to foul back. It's 1-1.
A little two-seam fastball there, running off the outside edge of the plate. These big pitchers, they got such a long release that feels like the ball's like halfway to the plate before they even release it. They're so stretched out, long arms, long legs. You had to have a quicker reaction time.
One and 2. Inside a ball. 2-2 now on Agosto.
Pitching from the windup, usually closers, even if there's no runners on base, they elect to pitch from the stretch because they're used to doing that. But yeah, it's comfortable. Yeah, exactly.
Gosto's retired.
Now batting for the Pioneers is the right fielder, number 24, Eddie McKenna.
Eddie McKenna will come back to the plate for a fourth time. And the RBI sac fly in the first. Things were looking real good for Indian River. Remember, they were out in front by 2 runs and have since conceded 7 straight. McKenna has struck out twice since, back in the 3rd and 6th. Chops it weakly to the right side, handled by Evans. Flipped on to Capra. There are 2 away.
Working fast.
Hey,
That brings up the left fielder, number 15, Tyler
got class
Leonard.
tomorrow.
That's right.
Game started at 6. We're coming up on 2.5 hour mark, or just past. Tyler Leonard had the single back in the 6th and was caught stealing.
Like Leonard was taking that pitch all the way, trying to maybe pick up a release spot from the new pitcher.
Officially 1 of 2. Did have the walk back in the 1st. And will foul it off his shin.
Evans getting ahead and staying ahead.
Just the way his coach Jeff Tam likes it, I'd imagine.
Imagine.
Swing and a miss, foul tip into the glove of Jimenez, and it's a 1-2-3 for Indian River State College in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is all Titans, 7-2.
Impressive little collection of pitches there from Evans. Showing some confidence. Powering through 2 strikes. Gotta just give him the fastball. Swing right through it. Looks like Herndon's back out for his 2nd inning of work. Trying to once again keep it close. Keep it within reach.
Well, a winning record in the classroom is as important for student athletes as on the field. Eastern Florida offers more than 100 degrees and programs including bachelor degrees and associate degrees, providing them excellent opportunities in today's fastest growing career fields. An academic advisor also works closely with the student athletes to achieve success. To learn more, visit easternflorida.edu and become a Titan today. So Eastern Florida trying to run away and hide here in the later stages. Should be their last at bat if everything goes according to plan.
Tell you what though, Indian River, man, they after that first inning, it almost seems like they've been kind of deflated. I don't know, with that first lead is once Eastern River, and once Eastern Florida State College tied it up, the inning after, it kind of put a fork in it. Just kind of, I don't know, they just been. There's
been 7 unanswered runs in this one.
That's right.
2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th, and 4 in the 7th. Navarro up for the 5th time tonight. Double on his last at bat back in the 6th. Navarro with a swing and a miss.
Navarro hasn't done a ton at the plate tonight, but I tell you what, he's held down the second base position with the best of them. Made a bunch of beautiful plays.
Officially 1 of 4 coming into this at bat. And the average entering this game was 424, the native of Puerto Rico. Leads the team with 17 RBIs for now.
Right.
Constantly changing those things in the middle of the season, earlier this portion of the season.
That's right.
Pushed off the plate a bit there. 3-2 the count. It is full. And we'll chop it to short. Big throw, and Navarro is out at first.
Now batting for the Titans, the shortstop, number 17, Benny Capra.
So I'll bring up Capra with one away.
See if Capra can keep this hot bat rolling into tomorrow's doubleheader. You know, you always want to end the game in a strong note.
Capra, the big double in the 5th, scored. That was the run that gave the Titans the initial lead. He'll have a base knock, and he'll take second. Little lollygag in left allows him to go all the way to second. So how about another double?
He was on his horse from the right out of the box on that one. He knew he laced that one good. It's going to be tough for even outfielder to corral it. I mean,
3 for 4 tonight for Vinny Capra. That is a night of work. Capra came in hitting 500, so
yeah,
gotta keep that above the board, right? Ball gets away momentarily from Oberst. Capra not going anywhere.
Arndon just trying to throw pitches, trying to stay in the strike zone. These Titans swinging the bat now.
1-0 to Garcia, and he will get all of that one, but send it out of play. That one is screaming, and hopefully there's nobody in the parking lot.
Yeah, I don't know how he got the barrel to the ball on that one. That was a far inside pitch. Obviously the result shows screaming that one over the left field fence.
Garcia, the one Titan that hasn't had any really success at the plate tonight. He is 0 for 4. A couple of strikeouts, a couple of groundouts. Has a runner in scoring position here.
Leads the team with 6 doubles before the game started.
Yeah, Capra with a couple of extra base hits tonight to add to his total of 7 doubles and 3 triples. Big swing and a miss by Garcia.
It's a good pitch there by Herndon.
Here's the 1-2. Check Capra at second. What point, Alex, you know, you're in an 8th inning. You got a 5-run lead. Is there such thing as calling off the dogs when you're at the plate, or do you want to save some, leave something in the tank for tomorrow, or no?
5 runs, a lot can happen still, but I don't know what the check back to second base didn't seem very necessary.
Carnicello with the long throw from short and able to retire Garcia. Very close play. In the meantime, Capra over at third.
Now batting for the Titans, the right fielder, number 11, Sammy Duran.
That was an excellent play in the hole. Impressed by these guys' arms, be able to get these runners out at first base from deep into the hole.
RBI opportunity for Duran here with 2 away. As we take a look at the
Nice
throw.
little backhand from the grass. Perfect one hopper.
Little Dave Concepcion one hopper. And that one will go off the bag. The run will score. So Capra comes home with the runs, the 8th game for Eastern Florida. As Duran's safe at first.
Fitzpatrick with a solid effort to try to make the tag. It looks like that ball popped out as soon as he hit the shoulder.
Yeah.
8-2 in the 8th. There's John Capra. Peg it right up the middle, slow roller, and unable to pick it up that time is Carnicella. However, in a pickle is Duran. Overran it a bit, and he'll keep it going, and will eventually be tagged out. Some adventure on the base pass, but not before another run comes home. On one hit, there was an error, and the runner tagged out in the pickle. So we will go to the top of the 9th. 3 outs away are the Titans from their 13th win of the season.
Looks like Chase Evans back out on the mound.
Evans will face Oberst, Celedonio, and Carnicella. So that is scheduled lineup here as we go to the top of the 9th. Pioneers need to make up a 6-run deficit to keep this thing going. If the result holds, it will be Eastern Florida moving to 2-2 in conference play. Of course, that's going to change every day here this week, it seems. Indian River will fall to 0-4 and 5-12 overall.
Twice a day tomorrow.
Leading off the top of the 9th for Indian Rivers, the catcher, number 20, Dan Oberst.
It'll be Oberst, who is 3 for 3 tonight, 3 singles.
Someone else on Earth is doing the same thing at the same time, guys, on Earth. I'm pretty sure.
It's a good day.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, do your job.
Oberst entered this game with a 244 average. That will be headed north.
Nice inside fastball there. Establish the inside part of the plate. Mr. Chase Evans.
Our next baseball broadcast on WEFS will come your way on Friday, March 11th. A big game against Broward College. As just a week ago, it was Eastern Florida with a lead and then losing it 5-4 late in 11 innings. So a chance for redemption, and base runner is aboard. Game on the 25th, so not even a week ago. Catch that game right here on WEFS, online as well.
That brings
6
up
p.m.
the DH,
start.
number 26, Matthew Celedonio.
So Oberst has reached base at all 4 at-bats.
Yeah, that one got away from Chase there.
Runner at first for Celedonio, no out.
Showing a little frustration on the mound. I don't think he's the one that's going to take it lightly. He's out there grinding.
Guns it high, a ball.
Yep.
Win the game, yo.
Chopped foul. That Broward game, they
Another slice. Y'all need anything?
were able to score a tying run in the top of the 9th to extend it. They got the winning run in the 11th. Broward and Eastern Florida have formed a pretty nice rivalry here in recent years. That one sent deep to left. It's going to be hooking foul, though. Shortened his swing and launched it.
Yeah, that That was a good swing there. Keep your hands in a little longer.
Celedonio just the one at bat after relieving Seddon Henry. Grounded out to second. This time he will be sent down on strikes.
Nice breaking ball there.
So that is the 12th strikeout by
Now batting the
the
shortstop,
pitching staff
number
of
2,
Eastern
David
Florida State
Carnicella.
College. And there is one away here, top of the ninth. David Carnicella struck out his only time up as he had pitched hit for Esquivel. Down the count 0-1. And we'll foul this back, make it 0-2. Indian River trailing by 6, down to their final 2 outs. We'll live to fight another day tomorrow at home against this Titans team. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chase Evans. Third strikeout of the game for Evans. 13 is a staff, Ian Walsh, this game. Cameron Armstrong, the last hope. Have a single and stolen base in his last at bat. He'll take a strike. We'll lift it foul. Indian River down to its final strike. Grounded left side, picked up and thrown on to first as that will do it. So Puig server with the final put out at first.
Indian River State College Pioneers 2.
Indian River is retired there, 5-3, and that ends the ball game. So Indian River scored the first 2 runs of the game. In fact, the first 2 batters came around to score in the first inning, but from then on, it was the pitching of Jacob Walsh and Chase Evans to shut them down, a combined 13 strikeouts. And it was Eastern Florida scoring 2 in the second, 1 in the 5th, the big 4-run in the 7th, and a 1 in the 8th. We'll be back to wrap this up right after this.
This is where we're building the future, where you discover new opportunities and careers take flight. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where Titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Join veteran sportscaster Jeff Radcliffe as he hosts Eastern Florida State College coaches and student athletes for a closer look inside Titan sports. Produced in partnership with Florida Today, the weekly in-depth program covers the 11 Titan men's and women's sports teams through game footage and coaches' analysis. Get closer to the action Thursday nights at 8 here on WEFS.
Well, it's an 8-2 Titans winner here at Bruce Bochy Field. A big conference win as they run their record to 13-5 overall, 2-2 in the Southern Conference with a big 8-2 victory against their rivals from Indian River State. These two teams will meet again tomorrow down in Fort Pierce. So conceding their first 2 runs, as we mentioned, in that first inning, but then it was all Titans after that. The combined pitching performance from Jacob Walsh, how about 10 strikeouts as he went 7 innings, and Chase Evans finished it off in the last 2, added 3 more strikeouts. All around, great victory for the Titans. And now with head coach Jeff Tam is Alex Friedrich.
Hey, here with Coach Tam. Coach, great game, excellent game today.
Thank you very much.
So what do you think? Obviously, I got to ask you about Jacob Walsh. What do you think about his outing here today?
Yeah, he did a good job. You know, they got quite a few hits, but none of them were solid contact. So you know his stuff's pretty good. You know, he got in a little trouble in the first. He worked out of it, gave up 2, and then he shut it down from there. I mean, you can't ask for more than that.
I agree. What about conference game? I know you guys have been playing well, 1 and 2. This one a big one because it's a rival. You guys play them twice tomorrow. So, what does this mean for your program in the locker room tonight?
Well, they're going to be real happy. You're going to hear some loud music, and that's great. When they play well, you know, they can play the music as loud as they want. But you know, we've got a lot of tough games coming up, and you know, we just got to work hard and get through them.
I understand. Excellent, Coach. I appreciate it. Thanks for the great game, man. And I'm sure we got bunting practice coming up next week, huh?
Absolutely. We're going to need to execute a little better. We can hit, we play defense, and we can pitch. But, you know, for us to get where we want to go, we're going to need to execute, hitting runs, getting the bunts down, and we'll get back on it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. Jacob? What's up, brother? Hey, good game, man. Good game. So early on, the first inning, 2 runs. How do you feel going back in the dugout after giving up early 2 runs?
That's fine with me. It's you know, only 2 runs, and there's a lot of weak contact. You know, it wasn't a bunch of missiles being hit off me, so you know, I was all right.
At what point did you start to realize that breaking ball of yours was going to be the pitch of the night?
Around the second inning, you know, I got a lot of outs with it. I could throw it for strikes. You know, the first inning I kind of struggled with it a little bit, but you know, it was pretty effective for me.
Yeah, most definitely. You could see these guys were freezing on it, and then you could start to work your fastball in a little bit off of the breaking ball.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that's awesome, man, and excellent game. How do you guys feel about you know, bringing this as a conference win? You guys were only 1 and 2. Now you're evening it up to 2 and 2. You guys feel good in the dugout, in the locker room as a team?
Absolutely, it's great. It's a really good win for us.
All right. Well, excellent game, man. I appreciate the meeting with me here, and good luck for you the rest of the season, man.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So I'll send it back up to Jeff here and get a little game recap.
Hey, thanks so much, Alex, and thank you very much, Coach Tam and Jacob Walsh. What a performance tonight. Turns out they didn't need it because they got the insurance runs late in the game with a close game on the line, but nobody flinching, especially Jacob Walsh with a 10 strikeout performance. Herndon came on and cleaned it up. Not a save situation, but 3 strikeouts. Chase Evans cleaned it up with 3 strikeouts. To close things out. So after conceding those first 2 runs in the first inning, it was John Capra coming home and Jay Sierra as well in that first inning, as you had a 2 RBI single for Puig-Server. Big night for the 9-hole hitter and the third baseman, as he had another big 2 RBI double back in the 7th that really blew the game open in that big 4-run 7th inning. That sandwiched in between, of course, the go-ahead run in the 5th inning as Vinny Capra doubled and came around to score on the RBI from his brother John Capra. So everybody getting involved in this one, and of course, as it is in college baseball, you got to come around and do it again. Sometimes the very next day, which will be the case tomorrow, as Indian River and Eastern Florida will meet again down in Fort Pierce. Well, that's all from the Bruce Bochy Complex. It is an 8-2 victory tonight as Eastern Florida improves to 13-5, 2-2 in Southern Conference play. Indian River, for the time being, will drop to 5-12 and now 0-4 in league play. So for Alex Friedrich, our producer Darren DePatre, and our entire WEFS crew, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long. Titans, an 8-2 win over the Pioneers. Good night.